I guess just the biggest development news today. You're going to be playing professionally in Dubai.
Yes.
Just tell us how that came about, stuff like that.
Well, I had a chance. I had passed on a couple contracts this year just because you had the recession and you had the NBA lockout going on, so they was kind of trying to lowball people. But about this time last week, it came about that looked good that I was going to be going there. And it's a great contract, especially for what I've been through this past year and stuff. So I'm leaving Saturday at 5, 20-hour flight. And I think my first game will probably be the 26th.
Who'd you sign with over there?
I won't be able to pronounce the team.
Okay.
I would have to look at the contract again.
Okay.
All I know is my whole thing is I'm trying to put some numbers on a resume and keep on dream chasing towards my real goal.
So this, you're picturing this as just a step towards, I'm assuming, the NBA.
Yes, I mean, my whole thing is I worked out for 8 teams coming out of school, played for the Hornets in the summer league, and the whole thing with them was like they wanted me to see if I can stay out of trouble off the court, and you know, that's the whole thing. I had some mishaps this past year, so they're still looking, and you know, if I go put some numbers up, I think I'll be right back in position where I need to be.
So the question with you has never been, can I play? It's been off the court stuff that's been setbacks. Have you put all that stuff behind you? Is that, you finished with all that stuff, or what's the deal?
Absolutely. I mean, I heard the quote, "To whom much is given, much is respected," and it took me this year, you know, really to embrace that, that I have to be different. I can't do things like everybody else, and I have to watch what I do, watch what I say, and watch where I go, and conduct myself like a professional when I'm out.
Back to a basketball side of things. You bounced around in college. We're at IU for a while, which when you went to IU, it was they were top of the heap.
Right.
Left IU, and then really, as far as a national scale, really found yourself at Ohio, which is kind of interesting. You know, you go to IU and don't make the big name nationally until you're at Ohio, which, from a program standpoint, they're not quite in the same spectrum. Just talk about kind of how that kind of worked in your favor.
Well, I thought I was in a national spotlight a little bit at Indiana. I was able to make all conference still, but I had 3 first-round picks on that team: Jordan Crawford, Eric Gordon, and DJ White. So I kind of had to find my niche with that team and find a way to stand out. But IU was a great time. I cherished those 2 years there. But at Ohio, it was kind of a little bit. It was special because it was my team. And I kind of put them on my back and helped that program that nobody pretty much had heard about get to that national spotlight. Now it's kind of cool to go to Ohio University for basketball.
And I think after that season, and more so the tournament run, more so than even the season, that's what, I could be wrong, but to me, that's what put you on the map for scouts. I mean, because like you said, at IU, that was a great team, but you're just another guy on a great team.
Right.
At Ohio, you're putting up 32 in the tournament and, turning some heads.
Right. I mean, the NCAA tournament definitely helped out. Had the MAC tournament where I broke the MAC scoring record and found out that it was the national scoring record for conference tournaments. Kemba Walker passed it last year, so I guess I'm number 2 on the list. But I mean, it is what it is. I had to make the most of that situation. I could have played like that at IU, probably at my upcoming junior year, but just with all that stuff going on with our coaching staff, and I thought it was just the best decision for me to leave right then and there.
With the off the court stuff that you've had in your past, and how important was it for you when everything came out about the scandals at IU to disassociate yourself with Kelvin Sampson?
Oh, I'm never disassociate myself with Coach Sampson. It's probably the best thing to happen to me playing for him. Him and our coaching staff, they didn't make the right decisions with the phone calls and everything, but I stand behind my coach. I'm loyal, and our whole team was loyal. And probably my best basketball moment probably was playing my heart out for him on that last game. I think it was Michigan State. And, that's my coach. I'm always going to love him. You're never going to hear me say nothing bad about him.
So what made you leave IU?
Well, it was just too crazy at the time. I think all my teammates were going to leave. It was almost like a group decision almost, because we were like brothers, and I just thought it was the best thing for me to do to get away, because you can kind of get blinded. I mean, they treat the basketball players almost like NBA players there and stuff like that. So you can kind of get blinded and stuff, but I mean, I would have loved to stay at IU, don't get my degree there, and I have no ill feelings towards anybody that I got to meet or on the staff right now. You know, I wish them nothing but the best of luck.
This step now, as you go, do you care to disclose the terms of the contract?
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it. I just know it's very lucrative for me, having played since last December, and for the off-the-court things that I've been through since being back in Indiana. So, I mean, I couldn't ask for something better. It's actually kind of mind-boggling. You know, God's still with me. God understands me, and I think he saw change in me. So, you know, I think he blessed me again.
How'd they find you? If you haven't played since December and you're hanging out in Indiana, are you working out, staying in shape? I mean, how are you on these guys' radar?
Oh yeah, I mean, like you said earlier, I built a name for myself, and through basketball, I've been able to network and meet a ton of people. I went to 3 schools, played basketball all over the United States and in the world. So I think a lot of people just kind of been waiting for see what I'm doing, and I got to give a lot of thanks to my agent, Jeff Dewey out of New York. He's been able to work with players like LeBron and some other players, and I mean, I really got to take my hat off to him. He really did his job, because we had some offers in like August that I turned down, and I mean, he got me something better that was 3 to 4 times better of a contract than I did when I played in Israel last year.
I guess what type of a commitment is this? Is this a 1-year deal? Is this you know, are you going to be over there for a couple years? What kind of, can you get out of it when you want? I mean, what's the deal?
As of right now, it's a 1-year deal. I'm finishing the rest of the season up. Like I said, you know, anybody that knows me know what my main goal is, but also outside the NBA is to make a lot of money and to provide for my family. You know, I'm in a position where a lot of people was counting on me, and that was, you know, a big part of the reason what made me focus up and make sure I had to get it right. So, you know, we'll just have to play it by ear. You know, I'll go over there and do numbers like I plan on doing, like I will do. You know, they'll probably throw me an even bigger contract, but hopefully I'll be on somebody's summer league team next year and be on somebody's roster next year.
So they're mid-season now.
Yes.
And you're just basically coming in midway and finishing up, and that's all you're committed to for now.
For right now, I mean, we'll see how it goes. You know, if I go over there, first 2 games, put, you know, some good numbers up, they might throw me a contract. They might want to do something where I'm doing like a 2-year contract or something, but you just never know.
Right.
Just like I didn't know that, I knew it was coming, but I didn't know I was going to Dubai. You just kind of got to be ready.
Mm-hmm. So, but I'm just saying, as of today, that's what you're committed to.
I'm committed to finishing.
Are you paid on a per game basis, or how does that work?
It'll be a monthly salary, and there's a bunch of bonuses included into the contract. You know, after every win, performance, stuff like that. So, I mean, I have a lot of different ways to be able to make extra money on top of what they're already giving me in my contract.
Right. I guess you said you wanted to set some records straight by coming here today. I guess this is a good chance for you to say whatever you got to say.
I mean, this is for the people that don't know me and maybe just read about those bad stories when I, you know, had those mishaps. But I'm just, you know, I think I'm a great person. I have good intentions, but I haven't always made the right decisions. But you know, I'm 24 now, matured a lot this last year, and I think that, you know I'm ready to take that next step. I was right where I wanted to be after the NCAA Tournament in 2010, and I made that mistake, and I beat myself up for a long time, but kept my head up, kept praying, and now I'm back in a great situation again. I think I'm going to be able to capitalize on it.
How far have you come from, I mean, you're one of the best players we've seen at Terre Haute South in the past 20 years. How far have you come from that guy to now at age 24, still chasing basketball around the mat?
As a person, I've made great strides. I just don't do stuff that I might have would have did back when I was in high school. I'm even more mentally stronger. But as a player, I mean, I think I'm the total package on offense. I think I'm coachable. Could be a good defensive player, and I think I have a lot of tools on offense. So, like I said, worked out for 8 NBA teams. They talked to all my coaches, and none of them said, Armand's not good enough. They wanted to see if I can make the right decisions off the court, and if we bring him up here, would he be able to do the right thing? So, like right now, this year is to put up numbers, and I'm on an image campaign right now, and I'm just trying to fix my image and get it back to where I really am, the person that I really am.
You mentioned at Indiana how they treat their players like such superstars. You get to the NBA, all the pressure, all the temptation magnifies times 100. How do you deal with that?
Well, you have to know, you have to be mature enough and be able to distinguish that they're paying you a lot of money, and you're not only representing you, your family, but you're representing their organization. And I fully understand that now. But the biggest thing for me in my basketball career is embracing that I'm not just regular. I mean, much as I want to be regular, I want to go out, do this and that, I can't do that. People judge you, and perception is everything. So I understand that now. I'm going to speak right. I'm always going to be presentable. I'm going to dress nice, clean cut, and that's always been me.
Let me ask you this, and it's probably the last question. These incidents that you talk about weren't that long ago. So from Armand Bassett then, just, in the past, year? To today, what flipped a switch? What turned you around, and what flipped a light on for you?
Like I said, I was in a great position after that NCAA tournament, and God put me here to feed people, and I put that on my back too, provide for my family. I have a mom that works in double shifts, a lot of people that depend on me, and that's what it boils down to. I had to get it right. I have to put food on the table. I have to make sure nobody in my family or people close to me want for anything, and I think that's what God put me here for.
And then after just one day, you just realized that?
No, I mean, it's a switch, but I mean, it takes time. Like you said, I had a couple mishaps this year, but the last thing, I think it's probably been about 5 or 6 months. So, it's a process. My coach at Ohio used to tell me try to get 1% better as a person and player every day. So that's what I've been doing. Anybody that knows me see the change, they can see the progress, and I'm back on the right track now. I'm not looking back no more.
What would you say to the people that, in this area, in your hometown, that say, yeah, we remember Armand at South. We remember seeing him at Ohio, on the national spotlight, even at Indiana, on those good teams there. He was a phenomenal player, but, there was this and there was that and there was this. What would you say to them to tell them that won't happen again?
Well, I would tell them that, I'm human. I'm not perfect. I made mistakes. And, they was my age at one time. I'm sure they did some stuff that they're not proud of either. So I just ask them to bear with me. I hope everybody around this area, all the fans that I made all over, keep on following me and keep faith in me and keep praying for me because, I'm on the right track and I'm down to do the right thing.